It's a window into the heart and soul of a nation. Each week on Great Gear, we visit factories and trade shows. We spotlight creative companies. We find out which new products are popular in Japan and learn about the people who take them from design to production. I'm Matthew Masan Baron, and here's today's lineup. The topic of today's gadget segment is furniture like chairs and tables. As soon as a certain company introduced them at a furniture expo, it was flooded with orders. But what's surprising is that they aren't being made by a furniture company. The hospitality business in Japan is known for its exacting standards. And at the International Hotel and Restaurant Show, both major chains and local entrepreneurs alike can find a vast array of solutions to make your stay here as enjoyable as possible. Check out today's on-site. Jeans are a quintessential American-born garment, but some of the techniques used to treat them have been perfected in Japan. However, this involves chemicals that take a toll on the environment. On our special report, we look at newly developed techniques that wear out jeans and not Mother Nature. No matter how great your gear is, if you don't get people thinking about it and talking about it, you're going to have a hard time selling it. Marketing is easy if you're selling cars or robots or anything cute. But what if your product isn't that exciting? What if it's almost always used in a place where most people can't see it? What if your product is pipes? It's hard to get most people excited about pipes. Dude, did you see the pipes coming out of that factory? But we found a manufacturer in Hyogo Prefecture that's building a buzz for its products by thinking outside the pipes.
These stylish chairs could easily suit the interior of a fashionable cafe. The frames are made of unusual materials, not normally used for furniture. Do they look familiar? Yes, you guessed it. They're made with the industrial pipes and joints used for water and gas lines. This large armchair, along with these tables and stools, are all made of industrial pipes and joints. Wonder who the artist that designed them is? Actually, it was a pipe-fitting manufacturer that came up with the idea. At the entrance to the factory, we're greeted by this giant T-shaped joint. At the back of the building, there's a 3,500-ton press machine. Just brought out of the furnace is steel heated to 900 degrees Celsius. It is pressed and a hole is opened at the bottom of the T-shaped part. The pipes used at chemical and electrical plants endure great pressure from within. In particular, the parts that branch off are each molded as a single piece so as to withstand the intense internal pressure and heat. They are pressed while making sure the thickness is even throughout. This long-established manufacturer made the first industrial pipe fittings in Japan. We asked the director why they started making furniture.
配管に使われるついてくるものはですね、ほとんど使われているところを目にすることがないものだと思うんですよ。例えば、建物の中でも壁の中に潜ってしまっている、地中に潜ってしまっている、それと一般の人がほとんど入ることのないさまざまなプラントですね。例えば発電プラント、化学プラント、ガスプラントと。
Giant 90-degree angle fittings like this one are used in large factories. But Director Sano says that such pipes and fittings are useful in many other applications as well. They also support various infrastructure, including electricity, gas, and water. The company felt that they should raise awareness of this fact, as well as of their technology. Let's take a look at how a large chair is made from a single sheet of stainless steel. This is actually a reducer used to change a pipe's diameter in order to alter the internal pressure. So how does this become a chair? The sheet rolled according to the standard procedure is carefully welded together. When it is to be used as a reducer, this completes the process. But to make a chair, it is then cut with a plasma cutter. It takes expertise to accurately cut the 3mm sheet along a guideline. to look more and more like a chair. A grinder is used to smooth the edges. Here is the finished piece. The edge is now smooth to the touch. Its beautiful finish brings out the unique feel of stainless steel. Born at a pipe fitting factory, this chair certainly has a strong presence. This is one of the chairs we saw earlier. The main materials used are water pipes normally intended for private homes that are made at the company's plant in Gunma Prefecture. The pipes are inserted into the T-shaped joints and pressed with a special tightening tool. The result is an elegant chair with a simple, casual look. Other pieces in the furniture line include this 3-person bench made with numerous elbow and T-shaped fittings, and this sofa with massive U-shaped joints. A nice piece for any living room, don't you think? The industrial joints are usually checked multiple times and then shipped to chemical plants and construction sites. But it's fun to see these fittings being transformed into items such as lovely chairs and lampshades. This is a great example of how a shift in perspective on product development can lead to surprising methods of advertising and new market opportunities.
Okay, we get to go to a lot of factories on this program, but that was awesome. Giant machines, molten metal, huge pipes, and then stylish furniture. Made by the same people in the same place. The company's slogan is, "With wisdom and courage, let's challenge ourselves to change." And that's what they did. From pipe fittings to nice city, they pulled off an image change that for most companies would be nothing but a pipe dream.
Real Japan. More than news or technology, NHK World TV brings you the real Japan, with programs ranging from scenic travel to Japan's world-famous cuisine. NHK World TV. Real Japan. More than news or technology, NHK World TV brings you the real Japan, with programs ranging from scenic travel to Japan's world-famous cuisine. NHK World TV.
Those chairs are surprisingly comfortable. And making people comfortable was the end game at the 43rd International Hotel and Restaurant Show. Recently, Japan has been trying to promote tourism for both the domestic market and foreign visitors. And this year's show had both groups in mind. On site to make your stay a pleasant one is your hostess, Tomoko Hayakawa.
The number of visitors who come to Japan has been increasing. In 2014, we had over 30 million people who visit Japan from overseas, and the number is expected to double by 2020, when Japan will host the Olympic Games. Here at the International Hotel and Restaurant Show, we will find the latest great gear for making everyone feel at home in Japan. So let's go and see. Compared to last year, there's been a noticeable increase in the number of services and solutions aimed at helping businesses to serve overseas visitors. It seems that the weekend, as well as anticipation of the coming 2020 Tokyo Olympics, are major contributing factors to this trend. One of Japan's leading woodworking industry centers, the internationally known city of Okawa in Fukuoka Prefecture, is here presenting an ambitious and unique new initiative.
The project includes large-scale pieces like this gracefully carving ceiling arch and room partition made using traditional kumiko joinery techniques. The makeup is comprehensive design suggestion from Team Okawa, a group with a tremendous depth of woodworking know-how. Incorporating Okawa's unique expertise with timber, furniture, joinery, and fittings, and encompassing everything from design to distribution, the project makes the most of traditional skills while adding a useful sensibility to create results that are impressive to say the least.
Even though I can feel the influence from Western culture, the atmosphere is definitely Japanese. I feel so relaxed.
Also along the theme of wood-based products, this next booth features some beautiful creations made from hinoki and hiba, both varieties of Japanese cypress. This gorgeous texture features flowing curves reminiscent of a mountain stream. Another uniquely styled offering, this 4-person tub with a center table has a full-leaf global motif. It's perfect for relaxing with friends as a gentle breeze blows through the parasol overhead. This fabulous tag was named with limitless possibilities in mind. All the pieces in this series are creations of well-known Japanese designer.
Hinoki is rare, so staying in a hotel with a bath like this would be a real treat. And it smells good.
Next up, a look at a manufacturer specializing in production and sales of food service equipment. They are particularly known for the large assortment of products they offer, as well as their particular focus on equipment for buffet-style settings. This type of eating, which allows you to choose what and how much you like for a single piece, has recently become a very popular choice in Japanese hotels and restaurants. In particular, this style of buffet, where pre-made dishes and other offerings are available in individual single portions, is a favorite. So they are always working on new designs and ideas to make food look even more delicious.
Buffets are always fun. And with a stylish product like this, the experience would be even better.
Now let's visit another maker who also specializes in tableware and cookware for industry use. As you can see, they have a number of plates, dishes, and cookware for Japanese food on display. They look nice, but you may be asking, what makes these particular items so special? The answer might just surprise you.
This looks like pottery, but it's actually aluminum.
The impetus for the design came from a request for tableware for nursing home use. It needed to be durable enough not to break when dropped, and yet have a more pleasant texture than the common plastic items already made for such use. Pots and other cookware can even be used with induction cooktops. The Lacquerware Production Center of Echizen has a 1500-year history. Using the skill and techniques they've developed, as well as more common items, they make some very unique products. Specifically, these are special floors used for traditional festivals that are meticulously coated and finished in lacquer. Using their techniques and patterns for creating beautiful yet robust lacquer bowls that are the pride of Echizen, they create these masterpieces. It seems that many in the hospitality industry are interested in using them for decorative purposes. Now, let's head to the special section dedicated to ideas for helping overseas visitors.
Your first experience in Japan could be a little confusing, especially when it comes to language. This area has ideas that make the experience easier.
This system will help make shopping a more pleasant experience for foreign tourists in Japan. It takes the hassle out of filling out tax exemption paperwork for items purchased while here on holiday. Let's see how the system works. First, it brings information relevant to the transaction directly from the customer's passport via a special scanner. Then the operator enters the other necessary details, including the date and cost of each item that qualifies for tax exemption. Then all that's left to do is print out the completed forms. While here in Japan, you can use the money you save by not paying sales tax to buy even more brake gear. And all you have to do is present the paperwork to customs when you head home. Now that's convenient. This company specializes in strategic media promotions using augmented reality or AR. Using the specially developed mobile app, it's possible to translate things like signs and other information displays into a number of languages. Aim the camera of your mobile device, in this case a tablet PC, at something like this flag, and the translation automatically replaces the original text. When aimed at this rather confusing railway ticket machine, the system provides a step-by-step explanation of its use. The app currently supports 160 languages from 96 different countries. On the business side of things, companies participating in the service can choose which languages they'd like to have available, as in the case of this airport sign. Moreover, us marketers can print posters in a single language and have them be readable by everyone.
If this system is available, it's like you know your way around, no matter what country you're in.
Last up, a service designed to provide restaurants and bars with multilingual digital menus. When a non-Japanese speaking customer comes into the restaurant, the staff can simply hand them a tablet PC like this one. After the customer chooses the language, they're presented with a menu that includes pictures as well as a link to a detailed explanation of each item, just in case they come across something unfamiliar. When you check the details, you're greeted not only with text but also video, so the explanation is as clear as possible. Once you've made your decision, you can use a tablet to place your order as well, which is then immediately displayed on a corresponding unit in the kitchen while an order sheet is also printed. It also makes paying the bill a breeze.
Japan believes in omotenashi, which is like hospitality, but it's actually more than that. We want to make sure your experience as a guest is pleasant in every way. The things we saw today will certainly help your experience in Japan. This is Tomoko Hayakawa. Mata ne!
Thanks, Tomoko. One of the biggest worries for many people wishing to visit Japan has been the language barrier. Recently, more and more public signage is written in English, and at least in bigger cities, more service industry workers seem to be able to communicate in English. Still, it's great to see some high-tech solutions like those at the hotel and restaurant show.
This is the real Japan. More than news or technology, NHK World TV brings you the real Japan, with programs ranging from scenic travel to Japan's world-famous cuisine. NHK World TV. This is the real Japan. More than news or technology, NHK World TV brings you the real Japan, with programs ranging from scenic travel to Japan's world-famous cuisine. NHK World TV.
One concern for many travelers is what to wear. I personally prefer jeans. What I never realized is that the production of jeans can take a toll on the environment. Heavy water consumption and a variety of chemicals used during the process are just two examples of how jeans aren't so green. But we visited one manufacturer here in Japan dedicated to making its product in the most eco-friendly way possible.
Held at the Yoyogi National Gymnasium in Tokyo, Rooms is an event that focuses on the design and manufacturing of fashion. It's here that we learned about the latest methods used to treat jeans. The Japanese branch of world-renowned Lee Jeans featured their latest denim pants made with organic cotton. The company has long been working on a project aimed at reducing the environmental impact of cotton farming in India and Africa. When did Lee Japan decide to turn green?
こういう環境負荷を下げたりとかですね、そこで働く人々の安全だったりとか、健康だったりとかということを改善していく、取り組みというのは1990年代からごく普通のことだと思って、我々は取り組みをしてきました。工場と、一緒になってですね。
These organic cotton jeans are treated using the latest eco-technology with the help of a manufacturer specialized in processing denim. This shift in manufacturing practices started with a change in awareness by the company.
長年履いて自分で履いて色が落ちていくと、それがジーンズの一つの楽しみだったはずなんですけども、我々がですね初めから履き古したような本当に履き古したような、色に見せるという、ジーンズの加工を取り組んだことによってですね、そこにはやっぱその色を再現するためにさまざまな薬品だったりブリーチをする薬品だったりが多く使われるようになったんです。
The newly developed processes continue to give the jeans their great worn-out vintage look, yet apparently require very little amounts of water and strong chemicals. How do they do it? To find out, we headed to the Kojima district in Kurashiki City, a place known for its long history of manufacturing textile-based products. This is the factory of Howa, a company specializing in treating denim that handles Lee Japan's products. After they are sewn, the jeans are sent here to be processed. We asked the company president how they're able to age the material.
糸の芯が染まってなくて表面だけ染めているということで、いろんなそういう変化が表現できるという、ジーンズの特徴ですね。このような見た目非常に汚いものでもですね、環境に負荷をかけずに、きれいな状態で作っておるということ。
Let's look at some long-used methods. Howa developed their own stone washing process in the 1970s.
ストーンウォッシュをする機械で、今ちょうど回ってますけども、同じもんです。で、釜の中へ、製品ですね、製品と軽石と水を入れて、あれは内臓が回転しますので、ガラガラガラガラと洗うと。
This method is used to treat jeans in large quantities. Another process, shaving, requires the handiwork of a specialist. A board with a relief pattern of wrinkled fabric is inserted under the denim. The surface of the jeans is then scrubbed with a brush, creating discolored wrinkles in the material. This method requires skill and experience. Now here are some of the company's most advanced processes, beginning with this robot that reproduces the worker's technique for shaving the material. Compressed air is used to inflate the jeans, which are then brushed to give them a natural worn-out feel.
ここはレーザー加工といいまして、レーザー光線を使ってジーンズに模様、柄をつけるという工程になります。画像処理でこういう画像を作りまして、それを元にレーザーを打って、レーザーが当たったところが、白く脱色される。
A processed image based on a real pair of vintage worn-in jeans is adjusted to the size and shape of the actual garment. The laser only burns off the dye on the surface of the denim. The jeans are then washed only once, significantly cutting down on water use, a much more eco-friendly method.
こちらがこの、水洗機ですね。この水洗機の中にオゾンのガスを吹き込んでですね、オゾンのガスの強い酸化力を使って脱色をしているというような機械です。
The system doesn't use any harmful bleaching agents that could remain on the garment or be released into the environment. This is arguably the most eco-friendly discoloration process. The system produces ozone or O3 from the air, which is sent into the machine's drum. The ozone then reverts to oxygen, a phenomenon called oxidation, which breaks down and removes the dyes that color the denim. The pair of jeans on the right is untreated, the one in the center is ozone discolored, and the one on the left is laser treated. What made Hoa become eco-conscious?
昔、我々子供の頃にこの周りの山はもう全く萩山でですね、全く木が生えてなかった、大気汚染であるとか水質汚濁であるとかいろんな環境問題に取り組んで後世にですねできるだけ自然を残そうということで取り組んできて、そういう結果的に、レーザーであるとかオゾンであるとか薬品を使わなくて、脱色するとかですねいろんなものの開発ができたということですね。
Made of dyed natural cotton, jeans appear very simple and inoffensive, yet their manufacturing involved processes that were harmful to the environment. But thanks to technology, jeans are now more eco-friendly. That's good news for both those who love to make them and those who love to wear them.
Wine and jeans are about the only things that are better when aged. I'd love to give my jeans that cool, worn-out look, but it's not as easy as it seems. Word of advice, don't wash your jeans with stones at home. Now I have to buy a new washing machine. That's it for today. Tune in again next time. We'll introduce you to even more great gear. Until then, I'm Matthew Masaru Barrett. では。
Terima kasih Anda telah menyaksikan Jendela Jepang yang dipersembahkan oleh